This is 40. Yes. Hey, y'all. Hey, I just wanted to come on here and say, what's up? So often we hear terms like that. This is 40. This is 50. This is 60. This is 20, 30, whatever, fill in the blank. And that is us sometimes saying that this is what this particular era should look like. And that may be true for some. But for me, I want to say this is my 40. This is the 40 that God has designed for me. I am grateful that I have reached the age of 40. I don't I mess around with my children all the time and tell them that I'm 21, but I'm actually excited about this particular age. I'm excited to reach this era and to be able to have lived on this earth for this long. That's a blessing to me. But I wanted to say that because somebody that's hearing that saying that this is fill in the blank may feel like they don't measure up to that particular thing. And I want you to know that it doesn't matter what anybody else's 40 looks like. It doesn't matter what anybody else's 20s, 30s, whatever look like. Experience your whatever to its fullness. Experience your 40 to its fullness. Experience your 30 to its fullness. So often our self-esteem and our self-worth is shot because we are busy trying to live up to what someone else wants us to live up to what someone else's perception is. We had a discussion at Bible study one time, or I believe it was at Sunday school, and we said, those people that have those very same expectations on you don't even live up to those expectations themselves. Yet and still, we strive, we break our necks, we go into depression or financial hardships and debts to try to live up to what someone else thinks we should live up to try to live up to a certain mold, a certain weight, a certain height, a certain body style, when that very person that is telling us that we need to live up to that body style is not living up to it themselves. So I say to you today, pick up your head, walk with your shoulders back. This is whatever it is for you. Don't live your life for anybody else. Don't live your life according to anybody else. For so long, I struggled with self-esteem. Those of you that know me know that. I struggled with my self-worth and measuring up. And I'll be honest, sometimes I still do. Sometimes I do things for the approval of others. Sometimes I allow others to dictate my actions and my move, like my hair. Those of you that know me know that I just recently cut my hair because it wasn't like this the last time you saw me. And although I think it's cute, it's not what I love. I am a short hair girl through and through. I love my hair either long and curly with the big curls or super duper short. And I had been contemplating getting it cut, and I had been talking to some friends and family, and a couple people were telling me, no, don't cut your hair, I love your curls, and that made me feel good. And so I went back and forth, and eventually I kind of came to a middle ground to where I cut some of it but not all of it. And those individuals, they didn't mean any harm. They weren't telling me that I was ugly with my hair short or anything like that. They just liked my curls. And so I allowed what other people thought, regardless of how big or small, I allowed that to alter what I did. And so in the end, I came out with something that I didn't like. I came out with something that I wasn't satisfied with. Why? Because I didn't figure out what Tanya wanted. I didn't figure out what was good for Tanya instead of what was good for the world. So I say that to say, don't worry about what other people say. Figure out what you're called to do. Figure out who you're called to be, where you're called to go, what you're called to say, and who you're called to say it to, and do that very thing. Everybody's not always going to be happy about what you have to say or do, but that's okay. because this is me. This is what I'm created to do. I may be a bit much for some, and I may not be enough for others, but I am enough for me. This is me. This is my 40. I love you all. God bless you. And I pray that you have an awesome and amazing night or day whenever you're watching this. Be blessed.